You know, I went to court Friday, man, and I'll tell you what, that judge straightened that prosecutor, that lawyer was there. That lawyer won't answer me. I called him 8 times because I had to claim before the court, and that judge must have said, "Lady, you're the prosecutor," or Tom, that lawyer. He said, "You're lucky your name's not on this. He'll be prosecuting you." And, buddy, they won't talk to me. I called my lawyer 10 times this weekend, man. He won't talk to me at all. Not my lawyer. The guy I tried to get rid of. I told him go. He won't go. So now I'm molesting him.
Yeah, you got to talk slower there. You said what? No, you got to talk slower. You said what happened on Friday? You said you were talking to the judge was talking to the prosecutor.
Oh yeah, well, I'll just explain how it went. Friday morning, I went down because they gave me that receipt. Well, I went down to the prosecutor's office trying to get. They gave you what? They gave you what receipt? The receipt for the dope.
Oh, for the dope. Okay, great.
Yeah, remember I told you. And then I went down Friday just to mess with him because I knew I was going. I went down to the prosecutor's office. I said, "Where's my property at? I would like to get my property returned."
Right.
And this cop walked in. They must have called this cop. And he come over and he grabbed that paper like it was a dope, like he's going to arrest me. He said, "Is it yours?" I said, "No, that's yours, but I think it's kind of a receipt for my property is what it is."
Yeah.
You know, and he was going to arrest. He wouldn't give me that back. That receipt.
Wow.
I was like, what?
Wow. Yeah. I guess that's a good lesson everybody learned is that don't bring original damn receipt. Bring a copy.
Right.
My wife did that. That happened to Mary. You know, that's the only reason. It took us 3 years to get any paperwork from that court case. It took us 3 years. And the only reason why it took us 3 years is because the court clerk has sent out like a breakdown of the case so far. You know, for my mom. My sister was just a bimbo housewife. You know, my sister had 2 master's degrees and my mom was a federal agent, you know, but they were making my mom and my sister look like they were just total losers.
Right.
And the only reason why we got a copy of the case file, well, part of the case file was just an ISP. It was just like a pre-trial paperwork. It was like 2-3 pages, what they were going to talk about in the next coming trial.
Right.
Is that my wife's name was Mary K. Lentz, and her attorney's name was Mary K. Lama. So the court clerk thought Mary K. Lentz, Mary K. Lama was like the same name, was like the same person. And they sent it to my wife by accident. And man, it's funny, my mom and my sister thought me and Mary were crazy, or thought me and my Mary must have been doing something wrong, or me and Mary, you know, must have been a damn good reason why they were doing what they were doing to us. And then when my mom and my sister saw their names on the pre-trial paperwork, and saw what the Social Service was writing about them, they exploded.
I got you. Yeah,
they exploded. It's funny as shit. It's like, okay, now, Mom, now how does it feel? You know, calling you a drug addict, you know, because, you know, my mom's an older woman, and I don't know what she was on, but, you know, like normal medications for an older woman, you know, like because of diabetes or something.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, you know, it's funny, you know, whatever the hell. She had cancer for a while. I remember that. Back then she had cancer. So she was a drug addict. Like she was on drugs at this time.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny. My mom and my sister basically got cancer at the same time. So, but they both beat it. But it's funny calling my mom a drug addict that she was on drugs. It's like chemo fucking. It's like cancer drugs.
Right.
You know, especially my mom was an alcoholic because it's like my mom does drink wine with dinner. You know, when she eats like a town food.
Yeah.
But calling her an alcoholic because she drinks wine is hysterical. And then my sister was just a dumpy housewife, and you know, for my sister had 2 master's degrees at that time. You know, she was a teacher, but you know, one was like special ed. You know, but telling the court that she's just a stupid housewife, and she got divorced, and you know, she has, you know, it was just ridiculous how they were making fun of her.
So that's why you said you had their thumbs holding them from going across the table. That's when it happened, wasn't it? After they read all that shit.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
About to let go of him. You better get him. You better get out of here.
Well, what I'm saying is, Mary, the wife walked into the courthouse to find her damn lawyer, and she said, "What the hell is this?" You know, like threw the paper at the lady. What the hell am I reading? What the hell are you saying about me? You know, fine, you're saying all kinds of horrible shit about Karl, but look at the horrible shit they're saying about, you know, Mary. He's like, the mom. It's like, wait a second. I thought I was like on your side. I thought you were on my team. And you know, it's like, look at the shit you're saying about Carl's mom and sister. You know?
Yeah.
It was hysterical because each woman defended themselves. You know, the one woman didn't say, how dare you talk about my mom like this? How dare you talk about this other woman? They're all worrying about themselves.
Right.
You know, my sister screamed, like, wait a second, this is bullshit about me. My mom was like, excuse me, bullshit about her. But nobody did it collectively. Nobody said, look, it's bullshit about her, and him. I was the only one who did that. Said, look, wait, it's bullshit about her, and me. This is all bullshit. And they were like, oh, yeah, I guess bullshit. Yeah, this is fine. Women would just defend their own honor, their own words, their own good name.
Right.
I was defending everybody's.
Right.
Well,
hey, you got to listen to this. You got to hear this, though, man.
That's why it's good that you kept the receipt. But like I said, they almost took it away from Mary's hands. Her attorney tried to take it out of Mary's hands. And Mary said, fuck no, you're not going to touch this. They mailed it to me, motherfucker. This is mine. This is my name on it. I'm taking it. And she's like, and her attorney said, you are never was supposed to see this. She said, that's what I'm saying. They're trying to play like...
That's mine. So I can claim that receipt is mine.
Oh, yeah.
Not something they created. That's mine. They sent it to me. That's mine.
That's right. You're right.
Okay.
You got something from the U.S. mail, you know, and they try to take something out of that mail.
Right. I got you. Yeah, I got you.
You know, don't fuck with the mail. I think charged Title 18.
Right. You're breaking up pretty bad. Hey, you got to hear this, though, man. Hey, that prosecutor was in there yelling in court. She said, he thinks we got his property. I was like, yes, because she wanted me to come in and talk to her to make a deal.
Yeah.
And my lawyer said, he's an idiot. He needs help. And I was like, yes, I got both these son of bitches saying this. So they went in the back behind the judges, into the judges' chambers before the pretrial, and they come out, Carl, and they were deadly serious. But she was all gung-ho. They didn't say a word. They didn't say a word. She had spit coming out of her mouth. She was pissed. He must went back and said,
wait. You got to explain a little bit slower to me. You got the receipt, and you went in, and the cops tried to take it away from you.
Yes, in the prosecutor's office.
Oh wow! You went to the prosecutor's office?
Yeah, I told him. I said, "There's a man here to get his property back." Hell, I had a receipt.
And they brought you and you went into the prosecutor's office.
Yeah.
Wow, I would never go into the prosecutor's office. Just like me at the police department. I said, "Oh hell no, I'm not going to the back." Oh hell no.
That prosecutor.
No. What did I do? I said, "No, we're gonna do this in the public." Oh no, I am not walking behind a closed door. I am not walking in a closed door.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm going to put like this up on YouTube. Not YouTube. YouTube. Somebody can put it up on YouTube. Craig will. So you know, almost everything I'm doing now, I'm trying to record it and get it up on YouTube.
Yeah.
So,
like make a documentary.
Right. So that's what I'm trying to get you to say it. You know. Exactly what happened. I'm slowing down. But like I said, I'm also the way I'm explaining it to you is like I can't believe you walked into a prosecutor's office because it's your word against their word, and they could set you up, buddy.
Well, I had a couple witnesses. I had a witness there with me.
Who's with you?
My nephew, but he was too scared to take the shit. But he was
but that's what I'm saying. No. See, that's what I'm saying. No, a witness is like a priest.
Yeah. Okay.
No, that's somebody in.
Yeah, I got you.
Somebody whose word is not going to be challenged. So, like I said, I'm trying to just put this up on YouTube. This is a great phone call. You do not go behind closed doors. Remember how many times they asked me to come behind closed doors? I said, there ain't no fucking way. You're going to get me in that building. There ain't no fucking way. I'm going behind that door. I am doing this. Right. We're going to do this. You're going to talk in the public.
It was in the hallway. They came out in the hallway, though. I never went in. I was down there, and I rang the bell. They won't let you go in there. You got to just push the button. I pushed the button. I said, there's a man here to pick his property up.
Yeah.
And they called the sheriff down.
Yeah, so I'm telling you, man. Yeah, well, okay, well, that's good. I'm just trying to get everybody who's going to listen to this in the future to understand crystal clear. You do not walk into their buildings. You do not go open a door and cross that threshold and think that you're going to make it out of there.
Right.
Don't even dare. I mean, like me, it's like God that I think Vital did put that video up there that I said, no, I am not going in that room with you. No, I am not closing. You are not closing the door. It ain't going to fucking happen. I said, you are doing this in the public.
Just like we was in the sheriff's department. Just like when you was in there, hell no. No, Sean, get me to the house. Oh, we ain't doing that shit here.
That's right. I'm going to do it. I'm going to on my land.
Yeah.
Well, you're a guest on my land. Well, it's under my jurisdiction, under my rules, and under my control. I'm not crazy enough to walk into your land. I'm not crazy enough to walk into your jurisdiction. I'm not crazy. I might be an idiot, but I ain't crazy. I know what you can do to me, and you will. You know?
Yeah, it was pretty nerve-wracking. I really thought that cop was he wouldn't give me back that receipt.
Well, it's just like everybody. It's just like everybody's told, man. It's like, look, man, if you shoot somebody in your front yard, if you shoot somebody in your front yard, bring them in the house and put them in the furthest corner of your house. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's like I said, everybody's told that. It's like a joke on TV. Comedians even do it. Like, you shoot somebody in your front yard, you better drag that fucker inside your house. You better put them in the furthest room, the furthest corner of your house that you can put them, or put them in the bedroom so it looks like he's attacking you at night, and put a gun in his hand.
Right.
Don't shoot somebody outside. Make sure he's inside. Make sure he crossed that threshold. So I guarantee you all the cops would put the same damn thing. Don't you dare shoot people out in the public. Make sure they come inside this building. Then when they get inside this building, we can do whatever the hell we want to them.
You're right.
Then it's our word against their word, and they're fucking dead, so their word don't mean shit. And the video cameras stopped playing that day, and our body cameras weren't working. So they're not stupid, man, by a long shot. They know what the fuck they're doing. So we got to know what the fuck we're doing. We can't be stupid. So, well, he invited me in, or invited me into his chambers. Oh, really? And you got somebody there with you?
Yeah. So, you want me to go on with it?
Well, I'm trying to catch up to what you're saying. You got a receipt.
I got the receipt. So we're battling. They're trying to say that it's dope and everything else, and all I said, that's my property.
But why did you go there? Why did you go there? What was the purpose? Just to get the property back, or what?
I wanted to put it in their mind before I went to court that I was looking for my property.
Okay, and the court does the court have something to do with this pot?
Yes, because I had a pretrial coming up that same way. What's that?
Yeah, that's good. So at least they already know. Okay, good. At least they already know that that's great, because they want you to defend yourself. And you're like, God, man, I ain't defending shit, man. I want my property back. That's mine.
Yeah, just like you said, pursue, attack, on the offense. So,
Right. So you sit there and wait. They're just going to eat you for lunch. Right. They want you to say you did a very bad thing. You're a very bad boy.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have had pot. Right. And you're saying, fuck that, man. That's my property. I paid for it. Nobody said I stole it. Give it back.
That's right. You trespassed on my land and robbed it from me, came in my threshold and robbed it from me.
Yeah, took it from me. Right. And I paid good cash. I paid good cash for that. I didn't steal it.
That's
nobody.
Right.
Yeah, you got to tell them nobody reported a robbery of this. Yeah. Nobody reported a theft. I contracted. I made an agreement with my fellow man, and the state can't interfere with my right to contract with my fellow man. It says right there in the Constitution.
Yeah.
The state can't interfere with my right to contract with my fellow man.
Right.
You're liable. You're a breach. You're not a breach of fucking common law that you actually trespassed and took from another man that which wasn't yours. That's a violation of the Constitution, in which you're supposed to support or uphold. You see, I'm recording this, so that way you can download it.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm doing it for everybody now, man. I'm trying to get everybody's phone calls recorded and putting them right up on TalkShoe. And then that way everybody could say, holy shit. And everybody can run to the damn courthouses and do the same shit you're doing.
Yep, yeah.
Right. And then that way you don't look crazy.
Yeah, buddy, I wasn't. They knew I wasn't crazy. That lawyer won't answer me at all.
So like I said, this was a pre-trial today. Yesterday was pre-trial.
Yeah. Friday it was. I had the pre-trial, so I spent all day.
Oh, that's why you couldn't come up here. That's right. That's why you couldn't come up with that guy John.
Yeah, right. And so I spent the whole day in the court. So I'm making up my little signs and stuff to hold up in front of the judge. All that. But anyways, it just led real good, because when I got in there, the prosecutor was talking to that guy who won't go away, that man that thinks he's my lawyer that I've told plenty of times to go away, and he won't. So they're talking.
That's what you said to the judge? You told him to go away?
Yeah, I wrote to the judge in the notice. I said, thank you for this wonderful gift, but it's causing Thomas Elwing, but it's causing harm to I at this time.
Yeah.
I wrote to both judges.
Wow, that's great. So what did he do? Did they ever make that guy disappear yet?
No, he came into the pretrial.
Did you say to anybody at the pretrial, I wish for this man to be gone?
No, because I didn't have to say a word, Carl.
Why is that?
Because the prosecutor was in there yelling out, he thinks we got his property, and my lawyer, the guy that thinks he's my lawyer, is in there telling him that I am an idiot and I need mental help because I don't understand this shit.
Oh, so he was telling they were saying that you needed mental help?
Yeah, I'm an idiot. I didn't understand this stuff.
Who was saying that?
That man that thinks he's my attorney, Tom.
Yeah. So what did Tom say? That he said that. Well, say exactly what he said to you, man. I'm trying to figure out, I don't know if you're just excited or you just like telling the story, or it's hard for me to figure out, man. You got to either slow down or give me more detail.
Okay. Like I said, before this pre-trial went on, I was in there. Hell, I sat in the court for 2 hours before I even did it, and I was coloring some of those cards and stuff, to return property, and I don't understand, and I required writing, all those things that I was going to hold up to the judge. But before the pretrial began, Tom, my lawyer, walks in there, and the prosecutor walk in, and they're talking, and I walked in. Okay,
hang on. I'm trying to figure this out. You walk into the courtroom, you're saying. Are you in the courtroom now?
Yes, we are in the courtroom, but it's not.
Okay. Slow down. Dude. Just let me ask you one question at a time. I just want to hear yes or no. Okay? You're just rambling. You're just fucking rambling. Okay, let me get this right. You walked into a courtroom. Yes?
Yes.
Okay, and then you said your lawyer and the prosecutor was in there?
Yes.
Okay, and they started talking to you, you're saying?
Yes.
Okay, and they were talking to you before the judge got there?
Yes.
Okay, and what were they saying to you?
I didn't say anything to them. I went in and told Tom, I said, Tom, you're trespassing. And that's all I said.
Okay, you said that before the judge got there, you're saying? It was just you, the prosecutor, and him?
Yes.
Okay.
And then I walked out of the courtroom and back into the hall until I was called into court.
All right. Okay, good. Okay, now I get it. Now I get the setup. So it was you guys all there together at one point, and then you were told to leave.
No, I walked out. I wasn't told to leave. I just didn't want to talk to him about drilling, about legalese. I didn't want to hear none about that. The prosecutor.
Because they said, they started to talk. They wanted you to make a plea.
Yeah, they were trying to deal with me in that courtroom.
Oh, okay. See, this is what I'm saying. See, I'm going to play this thing over, like, in recording, and you try to listen to you and try to follow the story, and you're going to say, man, you were all over the fucking map. I got you. Okay, so I'm trying to figure out here. Okay, so I'm trying to figure out what you're saying here. Okay, so you went into a courtroom, and these guys were talking to you, and you just said to him, you're trespassing.
Yes.
Okay, so you said that they were trespassing, and then you decided to leave the courtroom by yourself?
Yes, but my witness, some people that were there for me, I told them, I said, you guys go in there and listen to what they're saying.
Right, okay, good.
Out here.
Okay, good. See, that's what I'm saying. You left all this detail out. Okay, so you brought some people down to watch what was going on. So they stayed in the courtroom and you left.
Yeah.
Okay, why did you leave the courtroom?
Because I didn't want to talk to them about dribble. I didn't want to talk to them about legalese. I just wanted my.
Oh, because they were trying to cut a deal with you.
Yes.
What was the deal?
I don't remember. I just walked out and I told everybody else to go in there, and it just frustrated the hell out of that prosecutor that I wasn't talking to her.
Well, what do you think the deal kind of was? Did you hear any part of it?
I'm not sure, Carl. I didn't even look at their papers. I said I don't want to see that stuff.
Okay. See, this is what I'm saying. You missed that whole step. There was a paper there.
Yeah.
Do you realize if you grab that piece of paper, that's proof of extortion?
I didn't take it.
I'm saying if you did, that's proof of extortion.
Oh, so I got you.
This is what I'm saying. This isn't just for your benefit in the future. You see a fucking piece of paper with your name on it that says, if you do this, we'll do that. If you don't do this, we'll break your legs. That's extortion.
Right.
You should have grabbed that fucking paper and said, oh, hallelujah.
I know.
That's proof of extortion.
My attorney was, and I didn't take him. I just didn't.
What I'm saying is that's a hell of a misstep that you took, that you could have fucking made a shitload of money.
I got you.
And it's not just you who's listening to this now. I'm going to have hopefully thousands of people listening to this. They fucking throw a piece of paper at you and they even start negotiating your life. Your life. Who the fuck are they to administrate your life, your property? Who the fuck are they? To tell what's going to happen to your body? They're just another man. That's all they are. That's a man. That's a man. That's a woman. Who the fuck are they to determine where your body's going to go? Who the fuck do they think they are to say that this is where your body's going to be for the next 5 years? Who the fuck are they? They're just another man. And they're going to convince you to let them take your body and put it in a cage. See, this is what I'm trying to say. Okay?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, so great. So you walked out and you didn't get the piece of paper, which I wish you did, but you didn't. Okay.
Yeah.
And then what happened? You were out in the hallway, all pissed off, and what did you do then?
I wasn't. I was kind of mad that Tom showed up, but it was kind of good because the things that everybody come and told me that they were saying in there, they said he needs mental help, he don't understand, he's an idiot, and the lawyers and that prosecutor's yelling out in there, he thinks we got his property. Yeah. And I had a claim before the court on the cop.
You say, I don't think you got my property. I believe you have my property. I don't think. I know you do.
Right. Yeah.
That's why I always throw that exhibit in their face immediately. Property, that which belongs to one. That which belongs to me. And
I lost you again, Carl.
Okay, you walked down the hallway. Then what happened?
And then my lawyer was in there saying that I was an idiot and I didn't understand this stuff and I needed mental help. And the lawyer was in there saying that she wanted to talk to me. They were going to come out there and try and drag me in there to talk to her. And the judge wasn't present at all in there. She was talking to a probation officer. She said, I'll go get him. And this is just from the people that were sitting in there witnessing that, okay?
Right.
And that lawyer said, no, you don't better not go out and touch him. That he's done nothing wrong. You just don't leave him alone. He can do what he wants,
Yeah.
I wasn't called to court yet. I wasn't called in there yet. So, but she's yelling out in there this time that he thinks we got his property. Well, they're looking around these people that were there to witness this, and then they said, well, we better go back to the judge's chambers. And they come out and said, yes, he thinks you got they got your property. And I was like, yes. And they said, yeah, your lawyer said you're an idiot and you don't understand. I said, yes. So they went back and told that judge that. And man, they were all gung ho about messing with me and stuff like that. When they come out of that judge's chamber, it was deadly serious.
Because what it is the judge has to report the crime now. He has to report the crime that some man claimed that his property has been taken from him and he wants it returned. And everybody's giving you the finger saying, fuck you, you're crazy, I ain't giving you back shit.
Right.
That's why I got deadly serious, because the judge knows the law. The attorneys don't. See, that's why why do you think the attorneys don't know? You know why?
Because they won't do it.
It's called liability, right. It's called plausible deniability. Yeah. Because if they don't know the rules, they're idiots. They can't be blamed since they're an idiot.
Right.
But if they know the rules, then they're not an idiot, and then they can be held liable. Now the judge explained them the rules. Now they're fucking liable. Now that's why they got deadly serious. Now this is the first time the prosecutor and your attorney was beamed the real fucking deal.
Yep.
Now they can't prosecute you no more because now they know you're making a claim for stolen property to be returned. Now they're getting deadly serious about this. Right, that's why all the joking and picking and all this other crap ends.
Yeah.
Right, now it's all over for them. Now they can't fucking say, well, I didn't know. Well, I didn't know. They can't say that.
Yep.
You fucking better pay before it's that serious. He knows what the fuck is going on. You guys are all screwed. He's not a member of the legal society. He doesn't. A slave. So they're realizing, holy cow, we can't make people slaves? No. It's like when people ask me about your children or property. It's like, property, yes, they're property, but honestly, if you look up the definition of slave, what's a slave? Somebody who's not free to go where they wish. Somebody who's got to get permission. Somebody who's going to be told what to eat, what to wear, what not, when to go to bed, what school to go to, what work to perform. That's a slave. So honestly, children could be labeled in their world as have to go where the parents tell them to go, do what the parents tell them to do, eat what the parents tell them to eat, sleep when the parents tell them to sleep, go out when they can go out, not go out when they can go out, who they can associate with, what work they can and cannot do, where they can and cannot go to school. You know what? this sounds like children, and slave is the same word. So I choose to call them property instead of calling them slaves. Because if I gave the literal definition of the word slave, it would show exactly what parents throughout fucking all of history and to this day still believe. I could tell that little bundle of fucking joy what he could wear, what he could eat, when he could sleep, what he could drink, what he could smoke, when he goes to bed. I could tell that little bundle of joy what to do. So wouldn't that little bundle of joy be called a slave? You see what I'm saying? But, they would not like me to call my children slaves. They'd be like, oh, my God, you just called him a slave. Well, because your definition of the word slave. Can my child come and go as he pleases? Well, no. Can he wear whatever he wants? Well, no. Can he have sex with whoever he wants to have sex with? Well, no. Can he just go out and get a job? No. Does he have to do what I tell him to do? Well, yes. Well, wouldn't that make him a slave? How are they going to answer that fucking little thing when I give them the definition of slave and I put that definition in front of their court? Whatever little bundle of joy is. You see what I'm saying? Oh, they're going to love me. They're going to love me. And say, oh, I can't believe you just called it slave. Well, what's your definition of slave? I said, I call it property. That's a nice thing to say. That which belongs to one. It's nice that we belong together as a family. It's nice that we belong as one. That's nice. Technically, he's a slave. She's a slave. Why? They have to wear what I tell them to wear. They go to work when I tell them to go to work. They sleep when I tell them to go to sleep. I could confine them in their room indefinitely. I could do all these wonderful things. Who else can you do that to on planet Earth other than to a slave? Nobody. Unless you're a prisoner or something like that, then the government can do it to you. But then, like I said, it says men are created equal. Yeah, the guys sitting in jail, they're not equal anymore. Equality. They're not considered equals anymore. It's the same thing. It's the old. I'm going to put the answer that the court gave me yesterday for the lady, Anita Harris.
Yeah.
Her answer, oh my God, it was hysterical. Like I said, I'm going to put it up on my webpage so everybody can follow along. And it says, all men are created equal. It's like, oh, well, Carl's ridiculous by saying that his children are his property when the Constitution clearly says that all men are created equal. I said, yeah, the only problem about that is when the Constitution was written, black people were 3/5 of a man. So white people were equals, not blacks. Blacks were not equal to us. They were only 3/5 of a man. So I'm going to say, so your lovely Constitution says that black people are only 3/5 of a man. So what makes you think my children are equal to me as a white man? When your Constitution says I can own a black man. Your Constitution says I can. So you're trying to say, well, the Constitution says all men are created equal. The only problem with that is when were women considered equal? About 80, 90 years ago. That's it. Until then, women weren't equal. Okay, so where does this Constitution that children are equal? All children are equal. Where does it say that? I don't think we're talking about men here. I thought we were talking about little girls. It's like I thought we were talking about cats or unicorns or leprechauns. I thought we were talking about girls. I didn't think we were talking about men. I didn't say I was wanting control of my fellow man. I was taking control of men. Or I was claiming men as my property. Which, when your Constitution was written, I could claim a man as my property if he was black or if he even looked black. Well, he could have probably been fucking an albino. He could have been pasty white. And they said, well, that looks black enough to us. You can own him. It's like, wait a second, man, I'm not black. I just got a bad suntan, man. I was just out. No, you're black enough. Who considers who black back then? That's a good question too. But anyway, so you walked out of the courtroom, and they came back, and everybody's deadly serious. What happened from there?
That was after I got. That was when the judge. I got called in. I walked in. Tom, the lawyer, was sitting in a chair, sit down. He didn't say a word. You know what they called me in. And the judge came in. I stood the whole time with my hat in my hand and just stared at that judge. Just glazed at him.
Yeah.
It just, it didn't take my eyes off him. He said, "I see we have Mr. Cook present here today." Yeah. And he didn't say, "Are you Sean Cook or anything?" He said, "I see we have Mr. Cook."
He said, "You seen that's Mr. today, right?"
Yeah.
Okay, hang on a second. This is going to help a lot in the future. What did you say when he said that?
I said, well, Carl told me, he said, shut the fuck up, let the paperwork write.
Yeah, right. The only thing you can say is, I believe the court is in error because the only thing that's before this court today is man.
Right.
I can't accept the title of Mr. Cook.
Right.
But thank you for that wonderful title, but I'm not Mr. Cook. What you see before you today is man. That's all that's before this court today is man.
Right.
You know, that's the easiest, quickest, fastest way of doing something like that.
I had a claim, I filed that day, 2 hours earlier, and I put it on the cop, but I put it in the file. Did I mess up by putting it in the file? I heard you say you can't file a claim into their...
No, I mean, you can just let it... No, it's okay to show, it's okay to put a claim in there. They could throw it out. You could put a pair of dirty socks in there and they could throw it out.
Okay.
That's fine. But it's not going to go anywhere. They're not going to do anything with it. You can put a pair of dirty socks in there and let them know there's a claim coming or that there is a claim in another court. That's fine to let the judge know there's another action going on someplace on planet Earth pertaining to the matter that's before his court. There's nothing wrong with that.
I'm going to ask you, if I would have had a claim on the prosecutor, because I missed, I shot over their bow, I guess, but how could I put that prosecutor on the stand at that time?
You didn't call him out as a man.
Okay.
He was still a prosecutor. He was just an actor.
Yeah, right. So how would I have gone about...
You would have had to have either a notice before the court,
okay,
or you would have had to have your own court going.
And what would I have said? I would like to put the prosecutor on the stand?
No, of course not. That's why you put a pineapple on the stand.
Yeah, I know. Okay, yeah, okay. All right. Yeah, I got you, yeah.
Yeah,
I wouldn't have said prosecutor. I would not have said prosecutor, though.
Yeah, well, you kind of all pumped up and kind of all stoked, and you think you're going to go after a mighty pine cone, mighty prosecutor. You think you're going to take down. You're going to be the first one to take down a pine cone.
Yeah.
You're the first one that's going to take down a prosecutor. I'm the first one that's going to take down a judge. No, you're going after
Crystal Bennett. That's
but that's what I'm saying. Right, that's what I'm trying to say. You're going after a man and a woman. You're not going after pine cones, and you're trying to go after a pine cone and a hula hoop.
Oh, I wouldn't have. I've been done. I call them out by name.
Yeah,
I've only said prosecutor just to let you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I fully understand what you say.
Yeah, you're looking for that man over there, that woman over there who's saying I've done something wrong. Who's claiming I've done something wrong.
So I could have just said I require Crystal Bennett to take the stand?
No, because what the fuck is a Crystal Bennett?
All right.
What the fuck is a Crystal Bennett?
A woman, Nicole.
Oh, how the fuck do you know? Yeah, that's right. But it could be also 300 fucking other guys. Say you want Joe Smith to appear. There's 300 Joe Smiths in our courtroom. Which fucking one in particular? You point over there and say, I want that man, that woman. If that man or woman is claiming I've done something wrong, I believe that man or woman is making a claim I've done something wrong. I would have that man or woman place upon on a stand and swear or verify that everything they're saying about me is true. Say anything about, I want to hear that you want to say that I done wrong. Like, I don't give a fuck what her name is. I don't care if she got married yesterday and she's got another fucking name. She got divorced last week and got 3 more names since last Tuesday. I don't give a fuck what her name is. All I know is that's a man or that's a woman that caused me harm. I can point across the room and say, that's the one who's causing me harm. I don't give a flying fuck what their name is, and I certainly don't care what their titles are. If I didn't give them that fucking title, I don't give a fuck who they are or what they are. I just want to know, is that a fucking man saying I've done something wrong? That's all I want to know. That's all I give a shit about. Other than that, I got nothing to say to anybody here. That's it. It's real simple shit.
Yeah, I got you.
It's going to drive them nuts. It's going to drive them nuts because you all got to volunteer. You all got to actively participate. You all got to be competent. It's all voluntary. Nobody's a slave in this country. No man can force another man to do any damn thing. Yeah, it drives them nuts. You people actually fucking never wake up to figure out what the fuck I'm saying. Oh, I gotta say a little for that paperwork. Oh, you're going to love what the fucking prosecutor said about, no prosecutor, the attorney. Oh, I'm going to love this guy. I'm going to put this paperwork up on there. There's one funny thing. He said plaintiff delivered it to the defendant what he termed as fair warning notice, advising that he would charge the department $1 a second. I did not charge the department anything. The department's broke. Charge a man or woman. I ain't charging shit to a department. But a funny thing it says in here, the argument is plaintiff is without any authority to create his own court. And what's funny is the guy says there appears to be no recorded case in like a Virginia history addressing this issue. There you go. That's what he said. There's nothing in Virginia history regarding this issue. There you go. So he can't say Carl can't do it because we wrote a law 5 years ago, 500 years ago, 50 years ago. We wrote a law saying a man can't create his own court. It says, I've been looking and I can't find anywhere in Virginia where anybody's ever tried to fucking this stuff. This is outrageous. It's preposterous. It's audacious. It's such balls to think that he's going to open his own fucking court in a courthouse. Who the fuck does he think he is? It's kind of funny. It's like nobody else ever tried this in Virginia history. Not that he can find. Why? Everybody's very proud to be of Ohio. From Ohio, I'm very proud to be a Virginian. No, I ain't. I'm a fucking man. You see me, you see man. That's all you see. I'm man. That's all you see. Well, ain't you proud you're from New York? I'm man, and from my dad and my mom. No, I don't know anything about this fucking New York. It's just like saying that you're from the Soviet Union. Well, the Soviet Union is gone. So what? Where you come from is gone? No. Where I come from is always going to be my mom and dad. No matter how bad you psychopaths want to fucking scream up and down, I'm from New York or I'm from Soviet Union. The Soviet Union is gone. Oh, you're a Soviet. Oh, the Soviet Union is gone for 20, 30 years. I'm not from the Soviet Union. I'm from my dad and my mom. Oh, that's just fucking crazy. No, it's not fucking crazy. You're fucking crazy. I think I came from any place but my dad and mom. Where else do you think I could have possibly came from? Oh, you came from the United States. Which United States? United States of America? United States of Mexico? Which United States? United States of China? Which United States? Well, you know what we mean. Who's this we? No, and I can't see into your mind. I'm not a mind reader. I don't know what the fuck you mean. There's no fucking clue, and I don't get to know. I only want to talk to you if I've done something wrong to you. Have I done something wrong to you? Only you. You can always speak for what I've done to you. Nobody else. I just want to hear what I've done wrong to you. Nobody else. I don't want to hear that I did the United States of America wrong or Treasury Department wrong. I just want to hear that I did you wrong. Do you have any first-hand knowledge that I did anything wrong to anybody else on planet Earth? Well, no. It's just all this paperwork indicate. Yeah. Indicate this. You know? So that's why I just have a lot of fun with these fuckers.
It is.
You know? You got any first-hand knowledge that anything you're saying is true? Well, no. Well, then fucking why are you flapping your gums? Why the fuck are you wasting my valuable time? This court's very limited resources. Any first-hand knowledge or anything that happened between me and her? No. Well, why are you running your lips? Why are you still talking?
Hey, I want to tell you, the cop put it on his Facebook that he's being sued by Sean Cook, and he wrote laugh out loud, and then he said he thinks I robbed him or took his dope, and it was up on Facebook, and they took it down so fast you can't even find it. Somebody called me about it, and we tried to look it up, and it's gone.
Why did you guys see? I always do snapshots of the screen.
They got it. These boys got it. They got it.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, you got to do a snipping tool.
Yeah,
I use snipping tools like fucking crazy. I snip the shit out of every motherfucking thing. You know, you should see how many snips I got saved. I see something on the internet, snip. Why? That way nobody could change it. Just like Gus and everybody tells me, holy shit, Carl, a lot of this stuff you're saying we can't find on the internet anymore. They took it down. Of course they took it down. They don't want people like you to fucking know what the fuck they're doing.
Right.
Of course they took it down. They don't want any of this information getting out. What do you think, they're stupid? Yeah, somebody like me finds it and says, they say, hey, we got to get this thing out of here. Why? Because we're making it too easy for these guys. But like I said, it's funny. The best thing the lawyer could say was, Carl's trying to start his own court. It's like Karl Lentz Court Act. District Court. And it's just hysterical by saying there appears to be no recorded case in Virginia addressing this issue. So there you go. Everything that these fucking guys got to do is based on some precedent set in the past. They can't come up with their own beliefs or their own opinions. They can't. Only man has the capacity to believe. So this guy's just like saying, look, I can't find anything that whether this guy can do what he can do. No, I don't see anything that says he can't do what he's doing. You know, so it just makes you laugh. He said the best thing that he could find, he found somebody in Texas and somebody in South Carolina 20, 30 years ago who fucking tried to make his own little court, like in his basement or whatever, with his buddies and create judgments and try to go to a local courthouse and say, look, our little club, our little buddies, we all got together in our little basement and we made our own little court and summoned the President of the United States to appear, and like nobody showed up. So we made a ruling against the president because he didn't show up in our basement, in our little basement, one world Supreme Court that we created. And we want the fucking court clerk here to accept our judgment against whatever, the Pope or the Queen or Reptiles or whatever he was suing. So obviously the court clerk said, get out of here, you nut job. The fuck are you talking about? So that's the best that this guy could find, was that somebody was trying to put their judgments into the local courts and having the local courts accept his judgments. This is what gets you guys in trouble. Say when you try to put your liens into the public, before you get a lien, you got to get a court that's recognized in your state by the people. The state means your people, the people of your state, to recognize that that is a legitimate court. It's got to be incorporated. It's got to be part of the state, the people, where everybody can have access to it. So you can't just make your own little private club, courthouses, in your own backyard and your little tree fort, and I think you're going to come up with your own ridiculous rulings and your own ridiculous judgments. You know, you got to have it in an actual public courthouse. That's why we have public courthouses. These clowns 30 years ago just didn't know how to go there to the public courthouse and say, hey, I want to file a claim against whoever, the President of the United States back then, whoever the fuck it was. And I want him to be summoned to appear. That's all they had to do. No, they played this crazy shit where they're going to make their own courthouses in their own backyards, in their little tree house, you know, say, oh, I got my own Supreme Court going. Yeah, right. You're in that job. So, like I said, it's just funny that they don't know how to answer that. And then it was funny, they said children are not property. And then, like, the next thing they brought up was children are not property. And do you know why they said that? Do you know why I totally agreed that children are not property? It says that in big, bold letters, children are not property. Do you know why they're right? Do you know why they're correct?
Because it's a legally word.
Because it's what?
A legally word? I don't know.
It's kind of close. You're kind of on the right track.
Yeah.
No, because children. Because children is spelled CHILDREN. Property is spelled PROPERTY. Of course, it's not the same. A dog is a dog. A dog is a dog. A cat is a cat. Of course, it's not the same. Of course, a dog is not a cat. Of course, children is not property. Of course, it's ridiculous. It's the most ridiculous thing I've heard. I totally agree.
It's like buying a stolen gun. How do you buy a stolen gun, right? Yeah.
Well, what I'm saying is, it's like, it says children are not property. It's like saying dogs are not cats. I totally agree. A cat is a cat, a dog is a dog. Children are children, property is property. That's right. Just because some things that children, it's like, wow, look at those children sitting on that island out there in the middle of the ocean. I wonder where those children came from. I don't know. I wonder who they belong to. I don't know. I guess they don't belong to anybody. I guess they're nobody's property. I guess we could just come and pick them up and take care of them and do what we want, which would be fine. If you found an island full of 3-4 kids walking around, you look around the island and say, hey, where the fuck are all the parents? Hey, where the fuck is the creators of all these little monsters? Who's the creator of all these little darlings? Where's the parents? We can't find them. So guess what? You better take those 3-year-olds, 4-year-olds into custody. You better fucking take care of them until you can find the damn parents. Because you're liable for your fucking fellow man. You're supposed to be, taking care of your fellow man's property until he shows up and claims it and wants it back. You got a duty to your fellow man. You can't just go past that island and say, oh, fuck those 3-year-olds, 4-year-olds. Fuck them. Maybe it's a boat of office that some nuns were bringing to some Philippine island somewhere, and the nuns died, and the boat wrecked, and only the kids survived. What are you going to do? You're going to leave those kids alone because, oh, well, they're equal to a man, so they're just as good as any man. No. You better claim them. You better take them on. You better say, I want to be custodian of these fucking kids. I'm going to claim them as mine until the rightful owner comes around. Why? Because they're going to die if I don't. They're only 3 years old, and they're walking around fucking stumbling around, crawling around on this island. I better go fucking pick them up and take good care of them until the rightful owners come for them. Because this is just nuts. They're just walking around out here. They're just crawling around there. I better fucking take control of them. I go with duty to my fellow man to control and secure his property until he's there and claims that he wants it back. So for me to say that they're my property, you're damn right. The rightful owner, the guy who created them, is here, and he wants them back. Same thing with any of your property. That's right. I created it. It's mine. I want it back. Thank you for securing and protecting it. Now give it back. Did you pay for it? No. Did I steal it? No. Any other body on planet Earth says it's theirs? No. Then give it back. That's why the government can't own property. That's why it's ridiculous for the government to say, what, property? No such word. That's right. Not in your language. Not in your beliefs. That's right, because the government can't own property. That's right. All you can do is take that into custody. You can take that child into custody. That's it. You can't own it. You can't say, well, now that child's property of the government, and now you're going to send him off to the military. You can't take that child into custody and say, now I'm going to put it to work in a labor camp somewhere. I could have my kid sitting all day when she gets home from school, knitting sweaters for 8 hours after she gets home from school, making me sweaters, and then I want to sell them for $100 a pop. Yeah, I can do that. She's doing homework. She's working home for me. She's helping the family survive. Absolutely. Mom's making a sweater. The other kids are making sweaters. You're damn right. She's going to get her ass in gear and make sweaters so we can all fucking eat today. You're damn right. It's not cruel. It's not evil. That's what we need as a family to survive. Well, damn it, that's what we're going to have to do. We're all going to have to work. We're going to have to work to survive. There's nothing evil wrong with that. They just want to make it seem like, oh, man, you're so mean. You call the children property. Well, technically, it's called slave, but, you know, I think it'd really hurt your feelings if I called my kid my slave. And I gave you the definition of slave. I think that would really hurt your feeling. Because, you know, Lincoln freed the slaves. The only problem is those that are under 18 years old, they can't drink, they can't smoke, they can't drive a car, they can't get a job. I think that's what they used to do to slaves. Oh, the only problem is, no, slaves used to be able to drink. Slaves could smoke. That's right. Slaves could do all those wonderful things. Slaves could have a job. Slaves could get on a horse and ride a horse if they had to. If the master said, hey, I need you to take this horse over there, the slave could fucking ride the horse across the field or across down the road, down to another town. The child can't. You can't tell your kid, hey, man, I need you to help me move my cars, man. Jump in that fucking car and take it down the road for me. Yeah, right. But down here in Virginia, they do. I see little kids like 10, 11, 12 years old driving these great big huge tractors, farm tractors, right down the highway. It's funny as hell. Seeing a little kid piloting one of these massive machines. You know, just flying wide open, 30, 40 miles an hour. Seeing like a little 11, 12-year-old boy that's just hopping in the seat, going down the road. Like, oh, damn. This is crazy, man. But that's the culture we live in over here. That a little kid could drive a tractor on the main road, and nobody's going to stop him.
They do here in Ohio, too.
Yeah, it looks funny seeing that those little kids doing that.
Yeah.
But, hey,
right.
Hey, we can do it. They do it. You know, the parents say, hey, I need that fucking kid's ass to go to work. What? I need him to drive this fucking tractor a couple miles down the road.
Even the combine that takes up the whole road, they run down the road. You know?
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's crazy. You know, and people always say, oh, that's ridiculous. It can't be done. Oh, really? Well, then how come I see it all the time? So that's what I said. It's funny. It's like what you said. When they came out of that little judge's little meeting with the judge, whatever, when you came back in the courtroom, they were deadly serious. Because they were led to believe this. And then when the judge starts explaining to them, no, there's also a that going on in the world. You're living in the this world. This guy's living in the that world. And there's nothing wrong with his world. Nothing wrong with what he's doing in that world over there. He can do whatever the fuck he wants. There's not a fucking thing we can do to stop him. And they're saying, really? He really can? Oh, you better believe he can. We can't stop him? Fuck no. He has every right to believe that that's his and that we stole it. And he's got a damn good point. You know, it was in the private. It wasn't in the public. The public was never exposed to any danger. And who the fuck do we think we are that we're going to fucking take his shit? See, they're not dumb. Like, oh, I thought there was laws that said that we was going to do that. Yeah, the only problem is public laws that says we can't do that. The only problem is this guy was acting in the private. He wasn't doing anything in the public. His drugs and everything were in the private, in his private possession, under his authority, under his control. And this man is starting to figure it out. And if this guy figures it out, we're all fucked. And they're like, oh, no more jumping up and down saying he's an idiot. No, you better not. Because then we have no jurisdiction over him. If you recognize he's an idiot, we got to fucking let the guy go. You got to pray he's not an idiot.
Yeah, it was such a sight, man. I've never seen. I didn't have to say a word. I knew when that prosecutor was yelling out, he thinks we got his property, and they went back in that root chamber. I was like, yes. Just go back here and tell him that. He'll tell you. Go ahead. That's right.
Yeah.
I hear you say that all the time, man. That's right.
Yeah, that's right.
It was a good thing. It was. He said that at the end, the judge didn't say anything, but I see we have Mr. Cook here today. The state didn't say that lady acting as a state. You know, my Lord, nobody said nothing. They said the state needs more time to answer. And that's it.
Needs more time to answer what?
The pretrial. They had to move the pretrial date. And they still haven't got it. You know, that's why I called my lawyer all weekend.
What do you mean the state needs more time to answer?
I don't know. They moved the pretrial. They said they had to rechange the pretrial date.
No. You said that the state needs more time to answer. Answer what? Did you put a question into the court?
Well, I told them to give back my property. I've been filing notices for 2 months now.
Yeah, and so the court they needed more time to answer your notice.
I'm not sure.
What did you ask? Why did you ask the judge? You need more time to answer what?
Because all I hear is "shut the fuck up, Sean" out of Carl's mouth.
I don't care. That's because you think you hear something over there. Oh, yeah. No, it doesn't even me. No, you just say to the judge. No, it's very simple. If they say you could ask a question, I don't say answer these people's questions. You can ask all the fucking questions you want. Who's calling me? Who's calling me out? Are you Mr. Cook? I'm man. Is somebody calling out a man? I don't know anything about this Mr. Cook. That was my daddy's name. I don't accept any titles from any man that I don't know. Is there a man who's calling me out? Who's calling me out? Who's summoning me? Who wishes for me to appear? Because I'm here. I'm here as man. Who's the man who's calling me out? Because only man has a vocal cord. Who's the man? I don't say don't say it in court. I say ask questions. You can keep asking questions.
Yeah.
And I said, did somebody say something they need more time? Yes, the prosecutor. You mean that woman over there said she needs more time? More time for what? More time to answer. The court. Answer the court. What? What's the question that's before the court? So you can ask questions. I'd answer. If they're going to give me a question, I'm going to answer the question with a question. They said, are you Mr. Cook? Are you seeking the man known as Mr. Cook? Because all that's before the court today is man. But do you see something in writing or something on a piece of paper that says Mr. Cook? Is there a man or woman who's going to identify I as a man who's done them wrong to the court? Is somebody going to come forth and say that I'm man and I've done wrong? They could point me out and say, that's the man. I've seen him do something wrong. Does anybody have any first-hand knowledge that I've done something wrong in this court today? Simple shit. When Polly was charged with putting forged commercial paper into the public from a trust, I said to Polly, I don't even know what the fuck that is. I never even heard of such a ridiculous fucking thing. That is about the most asinine thing I've ever heard in my life to be charged with. What the fuck is this guy going on about? What trust? I said, you know what? Honestly, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck what they call it. I'm not going to research it. I'm not going to study it. I don't give a fuck. You know what? I'm just going to wing it. I'm just going to fucking do it as it goes. You know what? I know how to fucking perform in court. I know what to ask. I know what to say. I know what not to say. I'm going to fucking sling this fucking, I'm just going to fucking just run right through this. This is going to be a joke. I don't give a fuck if you're charged with 5,000 fucking things. I don't give a shit. Oh, this is cute. I'm going to be charged with harassment. I studied up on harassment. Oh, no, all these other shit. Oh, terrorism. Oh, that's just fucking lovely. Oh, putting forged commercial paper into the public from a trust. Oh, don't tell me that either. Whatever the fuck you did. He tried to describe what he did. I said, look, dude, I don't give a fuck what you did. I'm just going to call out the man. They say, who the fuck said that this is wrong, what he did? Anybody? No, I didn't think so. So what the fuck are we talking about it for? That's simple. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck if he's charging 5,000 things. I'm going to say, yeah, you know what? Whoever's saying that, I'm sure they're fucking true. I'm sure they're guilty as shit. I'm sure they did everything that fucking man said they did wrong. Now, where's that fucking man? Oh, you don't have him? Well, then I guess it's not true. Have a nice fucking day. There's no man to appear to testify any of that shit's true? No. Well, then have a nice fucking day. You're wasting my fucking time. That's simple. It's that simple. Ask him. You need time to answer what? What's the question that's before this court? Oh, the question is that your property and we have to return it? What do you mean is that my property, you got to return it? What kind of question is that? They need more time for what? Look, you either fucking return my property immediately, or I'm going to start charging you $1 a second until I get it, or $1 a minute, or $1 a day. That's very valuable property. It's going to spoil. It's going to go bad. I need to be compensated immediately. Either return it or fucking pay me so I can get some more. That's simple. But like I said, that's when you know how to act like a man. It's just like talking to anybody. It's not fucking just court. Say you were meeting two guys in the street and they took your shit. They took your car. They took your pot. They took your fucking hammer. They said, hey, that's mine, buddy. Oh, well, I'm going to need a couple of months to answer. Answer what? That's not my fucking hammer? Well, you're going to have to give me a couple of months so I can come up with a good reason why I got your fucking hammer. Dude, that's my fucking purple fucking hammer. It's got the yellow handle. Don't give me no shit. It has my name right the fuck on it. Give me back my motherfucking hammer. Oh, we need a couple more months to answer. What? Are you out of your fucking mind? And see, when you can fucking talk like that to court, what? Are you out of your fucking mind? A couple more months to answer. What? Is that my part? You swore on the document that was my part. Is it or is it not my part? You said it was my part. You're prosecuting me. It is my fucking part. There's no fucking doubt about it. Now return it or compensate me. It's that simple. This ain't rocket science. And once you guys start figuring it out, it's just like somebody coming to your truck, pulling a fucking hammer off of it, and saying, well, I need a couple of months to answer you. What? I need a couple of months to answer you, whether to figure out how I'm going to avoid giving you back your fucking hammer. How I could actually say that you having a hammer is actually wrong or illegal or improper or unlawful or dangerous. Oh, really? So you're going to come up with a fucking bullshit reason that one day I might have hit somebody in the head with the hammer, that's why you took it from me, huh? You're going to come up with some bullshit excuse? And I'm supposed to give a rat's ass? Why the fuck I shouldn't have my hammer? And that you're my mommy and daddy? And you're going to tell me what I can and cannot do with my hammer? What I can and cannot do with my pot? You're going to fucking tell me what I can and cannot do with my fucking heroin? You're really going to tell me? Who the fuck do you think you are? You're just another man like me. What makes you think you're smarter than me? What makes you think you got control of me? Who the fucking died left you, boss? My daddy didn't fucking die. He's my boss. Who the fuck are you talking about? Just like I did when I was a little kid, man. Little 19-year-old kid. That cop fucking gave me some shit in front of my house. Oh, I was on my land. Oh, he was, like God, he was still standing in the public. He would have crossed that fucking curb. He would have crossed into my land. He wasn't stupid. Because the other cop jumped the phone and said, hey, man, he's just trying to trap you, man. Carl's just trying to trick you. He's trying to get you to cross that line. What? Don't be a bitch. You drop your gun and belt and utility too, you sissy candy-ass motherfucker. You're half a fucking man. You'll come across that fucking line and you'll be my dad and you'll teach me a lesson too. A 19-year-old kid going, Daddy? Daddy? Is that you? Daddy? I mean, I looked him face to face and I kept turning my head left, right. Daddy? Is that you, Daddy? You get a fucking plastic surgery? Daddy? Daddy? Oh, you're a lot uglier than I thought you were. Daddy? You my fucking daddy? What? He says, no, I'm a cop. Well, then who the fuck do you think you ought to roll up onto my face, to my place, and fucking talk to me like you think you're my daddy, and you're going to fucking tell me what the fuck to do? Who the fuck do you think you are? I'm a cop. Oh, well, great. So you're a fucking cop. Like, I'm supposed to give a fucking shit that somebody fucking is stupid enough to be a servant to the public. So you're a servant. Hooray. Ain't that just fucking lovely? Who the fuck are you to talk to me like that? You want to fucking talk to me, you talk to me man to man. You think you're going to jump in my face and bark orders at me like I'm some bitch boy? You're out of your fucking mind. I'm a man, you're a man. You want to talk to me man to man, we'll talk all day. You think you're going to fucking come in my face and yell at me? The fuck you think you are? And that's it. You know, but like I said, you know, it took like 3 or 4 months until we met up in court, me and the guy, and we met out in the parking lot. I said, holy shit, that was really cool what you did for me in court today, kid. He's like, yeah. You know what? I'm not stupid. You got 5,000 cops behind you, man. You guys will fucking throw a bag of dope on my front seat to put a bullet in my head and say I was reaching for a 22. I'm not stupid. I know I got to fucking be nice to you fuckers. I got a clue. I know what you people are going to do. This judge ain't got a clue what's going on in the streets out here. The judge thinks you're all fucking decent and honest and don't fucking lie. Yeah, because that judge ain't never got a ticket. That judge ain't never been set up. I know what the fuck's going on. I know I got to be nice to you motherfuckers. I said, but that day, hey, you know what? You rolled up into my fucking land, near my property, disrespecting me in front of my family. You think I'm going to stand there and take it like a bitch? Fuck no. Because then my family would think I was a bitch that I stood there and took it from you. So you ain't going to roll up into my land or my property to talk to me and my family like that. That's what I tell people all the time. I can't talk to you in front of your wife. Like I say, I was at your house. I said, no, we got to take a fucking ride. Just like I did the other guy in Indiana for 3 days. I said, no, we got to get in this SUV that I rented out. We got to take a ride. We took a ride for 700 miles. He says, why? Why can't we just do it right here? I said, because I'm going to bark at you, I'm going to yell at you, I'm going to curse at you in front of your wife and children. What do you think? I'm out of my fucking mind? Your kids will never respect you again. Your wife will never respect you again if you have a fucking other man jumping in your face and yelling at you, calling you a dumb fuck.
I got all that.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Yeah, you don't need. Yeah, but the kids don't need to hear another man doing that to you.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Yeah.
Right. So I knew that since I was a little kid. I knew that since I was 19. You don't come rolling up into my face thinking you're going to yell at me and treat me like a bitch in front of all my people. I got a safe face. It's just the law of the fucking jungle. That's just the way it's been since time began. If you don't understand that concept, cop, well, sorry, I just beamed it to you. I got no choice. You jumped in my face, called me out. What are they going to do? Put my tail between my legs and take a good fucking tongue lashing because you fucking are a cop? I don't give a fuck if you're the Pope. I don't care if you're Jesus Christ. I don't care if you're fucking God. I'm going to stand up and fucking kick you in the nuts. Then you could strike me down and kill me and vaporize me. I don't give a fuck. But I'm not going to stand there and be talk like a bitch. So he's like, oh, okay, I kind of see what was going on that day. I said, yeah, there's a cutie pie Puerto Rican girl, too, man. I tried to try to fucking look good in front of her. Said, I was trying to get with her, man. They said, you think you're going to disrespect me in front of her? You're out of your fucking mind. So stand up. Show, hey, man, I ain't taking no shit from no man. She's going to want me. She's going to think, hey, I'm fucking real tough. That's right. Kill or be killed. Fight for the fucking best woman. You know, survival of the fittest.
Yeah.
Jungle shit.